toast to their career.
The perfect combination, boy.
Hemp hard, legends in the South.
This is sports fans' only home for the hottest sports show around. These guys are on fire.
You're now listening to KJ and Sean Mack. Let's talk some damn sports.
Welcome back to Sports Fans Only with your host, KJ, and that over there is
Sean Mack.
And we are back again with another action-packed episode. This segment, we got something interesting for you guys. This segment, we decided to, so follow me here, because I still haven't been able to word this right, Sean, even when I explained it to somebody else. So here we go. So each college university, right? Each university, they have football players that graduate, go on to the NFL. Not graduate, they get drafted, go to the NFL. What we're trying to do here on Sports Fans Only is trying to figure out which college has accumulated the most NFL earned money from their alumni. So basically, all the players that got drafted, let's say from Ohio State, what we're going to do is tally up all the contract money they've ever made, and we're going to see who comes in first place, second place, third place, so on and so forth. So I have the final list. I put my list together before I got the final list. So we're going to go from there, and we're just going to go down the line and see who we think has accumulated the most money. But before we do that, Sean, I'll let you to go ahead and take it away.
Yeah, no problem. Honestly, this is going to be a great segment. I can't wait to see where it leads. But first, I'd like to say this segment is brought to you by Brazillo's Brasserie Restaurant, located at 6371 North Main Street in Norwalk, Connecticut. Now, okay, I was down there last night. Got me a lovely little Brazino filet. That's a white fish. If anybody don't know, it was served with a little corn puree, a little grilled summer corn salad, and a little lemon oil. It was awesome. So make sure you get down there. It's in Norwalk. Once again, that's at 6371 North Main Street in Norwalk, Connecticut. And the name of the restaurant is Brazillo's Brasserie. Check them out.
What is that you said you had? What was that?
Oh, it was Bronzino, which is a white fish.
You said Benzino.
No, usually it's served with the like the head on. That would be the fish you usually see in a restaurant that's served with the head on, and people are kind of scared of it. Pretty great. Now,
for people who might be confused, I thought he said Benzino. And for us old heads, Benzino was the he was the CEO or the owner of Source magazine. So I had to clarify that. I thought Benzino might have had a little dish named after him. But anyway,
let's go.
For all you guys just joining us, we have a special guest. This is his second time on, actually. Our friend and yours, Big Mike, is here to talk a little college football with us. What's going on, Mike?
Hey, what's going on? I'm doing good. I'm very interested in seeing what this list is going to look like. So, yeah.
All right.
Let's get in.
All right. We're just going to jump right into it. So what we're going to do is I'll start with you, Sean.
Okay.
Right? I'm going to start with you. You give out start your list, give out a couple of college teams, throw out a few names, and we'll join in with you, see if we can think of any other college football players that came from that school. And, we'll just toss it around as we go, and then we'll come up with our own list, and then we'll compare it to the real list at the end of the show. So You go first, give a couple of teams. We'll let Mike go, and then I'll fill in any teams that I think that you guys might have left off, and then we'll just do it like that. Sound good?
It's good. Let's go.
Yep.
All right, so let's set it off. So I'll let you take the floor, Sean, and you just tell us your first few teams that you think might be high on this list.
Okay. I'm going to go off of stardom. I'm going to go University of Miami. I'm going to go LSU. I'm going to go USC. And my dark horse will be Texas.
Okay. Now, out of those teams, just give a list of some of the names that you think would have earned that much money. Let's start with Miami.
Miami, you have Warren Sapp, you have McGahee, you have Ray Lewis, and you have Ed Reed. That's just four.
That's just four. Can't forget Frank Gore.
I was trying to keep it short.
Okay, yeah, Frank Gore, Michael Irving, couple other players. They're quarterbacks. They don't have too many quarterbacks, right?
No, you have Testaverde. You have the young guy, Dorsey.
Dorsey went there. Yep.
Yeah. And that's all I can think about. Oh, you had Steve Walsh, guy who Walsh baby played for the Saints in the early '90s.
Can you think of anybody, Mike? Anybody else that we left off, maybe off that Miami team?
From the U?
From the year.
Well, you said Warren Sapp already.
Yeah.
I can't think of anybody right now.
Yeah, I can't
But
think.
that would be one of my teams too.
And you can't count the, even though did he make it to the NFL like a practice squad, or he didn't get to the nothing, right? So you can't use none of it. That's not NFL earned money anyway. So, all right. So Miami. Who else did you say, Sean? Texas.
Texas, LSU, and USC.
Texas. I'm trying to think from Texas. What you got? Ricky Williams,
Vince Young. You have a bunch of Mike. You have a bunch of defensive players from there, right? You should have some defensive players from there.
Well, he just said, who was that? Cedric. Who'd you say, Mike?
Benson. Sorry, Cedric Benson.
Cedric
Number
Benson.
one, first round.
Yeah, you would know that because he was from the Bears. Yeah.
I knew he was going to do it. And there was another big time defensive player that went to, I want to say, Arakpo. When he Texas Washington.
Yeah.
I can't really think of any other big money names. From Texas.
That was just my dark horse. I figured they had a few people in there that probably we just not remembering that went to Texas.
And I'm sure we'll find out towards the end of the show. So you said Texas, USC was another one you named, right?
Yeah,
that's probably that's a big one right there.
Yeah, you have Keyshawn, you have Liner, you have Bush,
O.J. Simpson, right?
O.J. Simpson.
But probably didn't make that much NFL money though.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But depends on if you're taking his money and comparing it to today's money, it would be decent money.
And you know what? In the list I was looking at, it definitely said they're not. What's it called when you take the money from back then and you try to compare it to the money now? What's that called?
I know I just use equivalent, but I know that's not exact word that they use. But you got to average for the rising cost of inflation.
Exactly. So I know for a fact that the list said that they weren't taking that into account. So,
Okay.
So got to kind of maybe take him off, but you still put him on there. So whatever money he made. We said Reggie Bush. Who was the other big dude? He didn't make that much money in the NFL.
White. He played for the Tennessee Titans. White, Liddell White, something like that.
Lindell White.
Did J.J. Stokes play for USC?
Yeah.
Did he?
I think so.
I think he did.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Well,
you're right.
maybe he was UCLA. I don't know. I can't remember.
They should have an embarrassment of wide receivers that we're not thinking about, like Keyshawn. They had a lot of people in the 80s and in the early 90s that, did well.
Can't forget about Marcus Allen.
Yeah, Marcus Allen. Yeah. How dumb. That's we dumb for that one.
Although I don't know how much money he made. Sam Darnold.
Sam
He
Darnold.
probably make their money go up a lot because he was the number one pick, right?
Yeah.
Oh, was he? No, he wasn't the
on a
number
rookie
one.
contract.
No. He went number 3 to the Jets.
3. I think Goff went number 1 that year.
Yeah.
I'm mistaken.
No.
So yeah.
But anyway.
No?
No. But moving forward. No. Not that year, but.
All right. So what was the next team that you had on there on your list?
Miami, LSU, my boys.
Now LSU is definitely going to be a problem because now you can't really count Burrow yet because he hasn't earned any money yet.
No, but that contract is pretty much signed.
Yeah, it's signed, but I think it's money that they've actually put in their pocket. So he's got his opponent's money and whatever his first year money already.
Okay,
which
defense.
Is probably
you got Booger McFarland.
Yep.
You got
who's the dude that plays for the Ravens now? The safety.
I know who you're talking about. I can't think of it.
Seattle. Who talking about, Mike?
Wait. For LSU? Oh, you talking about Matthews?
No. The safety,
but anyway, you do have Tyrone Matthews.
Honey Badger?
Yeah, you're right. LSU.
Yeah,
you're right.
And you also have the guy who played for the Steelers. That's the announcer now.
That's what I'm thinking about. Ryan Clark. You got Booger McFarland. You got Odell Beckham. You got Landry.
Right.
Let's see who else you got coming out of there.
Actually, Landry.
They got paid.
Landry, I was going to say Landry and Beckham just signed close to $100 million contracts, didn't they?
Yeah.
Both of them.
They might be my number 1 pick now.
Yeah. They might be.
Yeah.
And a whole
bunch of linemen,
defensive players.
Yeah, defensive players. You probably don't even know that came out of LSU, but they got an abundance of defensive players.
So it's safe to say LSU is probably going to be up there.
Yeah, top 3. I give top 3.
Okay. So you gave your 4. So Mike, I'll give you the floor now. Any teams that you can think of off the top of your head that you might think that would be?
Oh,
at the top?
definitely.
So go ahead.
Definitely. I got Miami. And because I can't be a fan, so I don't want to say Florida State, because unfortunately I would have, but I'm a fan, so I'm gonna stop that.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Miami. I'm gonna say Michigan.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Ohio State. And what would be my fourth team?
Dark horse.
Right. Let me go Florida.
Oh, true. Wow.
Yeah.
The Gators, chomp.
Think about that one.
Yeah.
So let's dissect. Let's start with the Florida Gators. Who they got? They got, of course, Tim Tebow. He was a first rounder. I don't know if he made that much money, but
he did. Grossman.
Rex Grossman.
Rex Grossman got paid.
Yeah, he definitely got paid by Chicago, right?
Gino Torretta. No, actually, Gino was with Gino Torretta was with who? Damn. Who was one of my picks?
He was with Miami.
He was with Miami. Yeah, that's the wrong one, but that's more money towards Miami. But Florida, you have what's the receiver? You got a bunch of receivers.
Who's a little dude that just left recently? He's never been in. He went to Minnesota. Little short, fast dude. He still plays, I think. Percy Harvin.
Yeah, Percy Harvin.
Right.
Percy Harvin. They don't have too many receivers.
Hold on, you got Alex Brown again, another Bear.
Oh yeah,
but
yeah.
He got drafted in the first round with Cleveland, and after that, he got paid in Chicago. So he's generating some money out of that.
Okay.
Onto that list.
Okay. And then we also have who was I just thinking about?
You know what? Spurrier. Now I'm thinking about it. Didn't produce a lot of NFL players. Defense, he did.
Not. I mean, he has some, but not. It's not as much as you would think.
Yeah.
Oh, Aaron Hernandez.
Aaron Hernandez. Yeah, we can't forget about him.
Right.
And I think he got
Did he get paid though?
He got a $50 million. Right before he killed that dude, he got a couple weeks later he killed that dude.
Yeah. He had just got the contract, and then he was Yeah,
he had a $50 million contract either a week or so after he killed him, or a week or so right before he killed him. So
wow.
So Aaron Hernandez, and I can't really. I mean, you have other little dudes like Jordan Reed who went to Washington. Remember the tight end?
Yeah.
He got picked up by somebody. There's got to be. Who's the running backs?
There's got to be
the dude from Jacksonville.
Emmett Smith.
Oh, Emmett Smith. How are we gonna figure Emmett Smith?
Yeah,
we're being slow.
I know. and the dude that went to Jacksonville, he was another running back.
What's his name? Not Leonard, I think, right?
To Jacksonville. Fred Taylor and Leonard Fournette.
Yeah.
No, Leonard Fournette went to LSU.
Yeah, that's about to say that's LSU boy.
That's LSU. Fred Taylor.
Fred Taylor.
Not sure how much money he made, but
he got paid. He got paid.
He got paid too, right? Yeah, because he's a Hall of Famer, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'm sure he definitely got paid at some point during this.
Okay, we gotta speed it up a little bit, but first I just want to say to everyone listening on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you smash the like button, and leave a comment at the bottom of the page.
Yes, sir.
Right.
And who were the? Michigan. Now, of course,
Michigan. And you know why I said that. I said Michigan because of Tom Brady and because of the mass amount of money.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. By the way, we're only talking about NFL money. We're not talking about endorsement money as well.
No, just NFL earned money.
Oh, you have Harbaugh too.
It's crazy.
John Harbaugh. You have Desmond Howard. You got Rod Woodson.
No, not Rod Woodson.
Charles Woodson.
Charles Woodson,
right.
Yeah.
Few receivers in there. They have a few defensive players too, but who we just said, I think, pretty much
hold the bulk of their money made.
Yeah, probably like 80%.
Yeah.
Tom Brady probably takes like 65%. But one of my dark horses was going to be Purdue, but we'll get to that in a second. Only because
Purdue. That's interesting.
Because Drew Brees was there. And,
true.
We'll get into that.
And let's go. He had
Jay Cutler too.
Ohio Vanderbilt. Jay Cutler.
Yeah, that's Vanderbilt.
He had Ohio State last.
Ohio State. Now, see, this is tricky. You would think that a lot of players would have made a lot of money coming from Ohio State, but
his defensive players and offensive players hold the bulk of the contracts. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's no quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Can you even think of a quarterback that came out of Ohio State?
Rick Pryor.
No.
Well, somebody who came and actually played quarterback in the NFL and did something.
No.
I can't. Nobody.
No. They had Claudette for a while, but he didn't make no money. He got like one contract.
Yeah,
He didn't make the pros, right?
No, he did.
He did. He played for Denver.
Oh, he did?
he played for Denver. Remember, for like 1 year, he was horrible.
Yeah, he was terrible.
Troy, what's that? Something Troy. I think he won the
Eddie George.
Oh, Eddie George.
Eddie George.
They got a few
Dudley.
receivers. Who was that, Mike?
The tight end. There was a tight end named, last name was Dudley. He was pretty good. And then they had Katzenmoyer, I think was the middle linebacker's name. He made some money.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did Kirk Herbstreit ever make it to the NFL?
Yeah.
The college dude
Analyst,
on ESPN,
Kurt Herbstreit. I think he did.
but he didn't make any money.
No, but he wouldn't
can't
have made money.
Well, you got Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah, you got
people
Zeke.
that. Oh, what are we thinking about? The Bosa brothers.
The Bosa brothers. Yeah, Bosa just signed that contract. Yeah.
Right. He just signed 100 and something million. His brother, he was a number 1 overall pick, so he got like 60, 70 right off the bat.
Yeah.
Ezekiel Elliott just got like 80, 90 million.
Yeah.
Or actually 100, or he close to it.
So Ohio is going to be pretty high on that list.
Yeah, when you count they might not have as many people, but they definitely have the quality when it comes to contracts.
Yeah, they got the big money makers. It
Probably
seems like
because most of their stuff come within the last 15 years.
that's exactly why.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't remember Ohio State being, when we grew up and when we were in high school, Ohio State wasn't the Ohio State of the 60s and 70s and what they are now. They were just kind of, right? They weren't. I remember.
No, Ohio was pretty good when we were coming. When you talk about high school, well, Ohio State was pretty good.
Were they?
Well, they were always on
State
TV. That's why, because they got to have that Michigan game. So you're going to see that game. But they weren't getting to the. Nebraska was doing better than Ohio State when we were younger.
Yeah, you're right. Who was
What
that?
would that be? Like the Orange Bowl?
Yeah, like the. I think they changed it every year.
Yeah.
But,
The Sugar Bowl or something like that?
Yeah,
They won
Frazier.
Frazier. They won one in New Orleans, and I think they got to another. Or they split one. Remember back then they was actually splitting championships.
Yeah, I
So
remember one
you could
year,
have
I
one
think
and a half.
No, LSU won it, a split championship. Or
Yeah.
something.
Yep.
So that was so whack.
That was whack.
So, all right. So, let me see. Let me give my teams. Let's see. I had, like I said, Purdue was my dark horse.
Okay.
I had definitely put Georgia on there. Let's see. Purdue, Georgia. I did have Florida State, but I'm like you, Mike. That's more of a fan thing.
Right.
So I just put them on, but they do have some big money contracts on there. So Florida State, Purdue, Georgia, and what was my last one? I think I just put Oregon. I said Oregon.
Oregon.
Yeah, I said Oregon, and I don't think that was a good pick. But I was thinking of Mariota's contract, and that's definitely not going to be one. I had to throw one. I didn't. I saw the list.
Florida State. I like that pick.
Now, Florida State got some. They got some. How come nobody said Alabama?
Because no one was thinking. Again.
I don't know. Maybe that's my fandom. I don't like them, so I didn't want to say anything good about them.
Oh, wow. The hate came out.
Yeah. Well, no, it stayed in me. The hate stayed in me.
You got to think. What is it? Dante Hightower.
Yeah. Wait, first you got McCarron. You got C.D. Lamb. You got Ingram. You got
Lamb came from Oklahoma. Though.
Who?
Lamb? Didn't he go to? You talking about the receiver?
Yeah.
He's Oklahoma.
Well, who's the big receiver that came out of Alabama? Who?
Julio.
No,
Julio
but you have
Jones.
another one since then. Julio. You have one that just went out.
Cooper.
Cooper. You have another
Cooper,
one
right?
too. You have another one since then. I can't think who it is.
Ridley, I think his name is.
Yeah.
The guy that just left.
Yeah, the tall guy.
Yeah.
He's a beast. Number 8, I think.
Yeah. I think is it Ridley?
But
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's a beast. And he's about to get a fresh new contract. And then you have the old school Alabama heads. You got like Name It.
Yeah.
You got like Name It.
Namath, Sean Alexander.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them. And then you got the defense of Dante Hightower. You can go.
Tua.
Probably like.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot
Tua.
coming out of Alabama.
Yeah.
Forgot
That's just like LSU line though. When you line them up, but they don't make huge contracts. So that that's where you're biting at the bit. You can have 8 defensive players, give me 2 receivers, a quarterback, and I'm probably gonna kill them by 3 or 4.
Exactly. Now the reason why I said Georgia was because of Matthew Stafford, AJ Green. He just signed. Well, not just, but he had signed a huge contract with who was that? Cincinnati. So just based off of Matthew Stafford, I think that that's going to put them on. I think he's made like $250 million already.
Yeah,
in his NFL career.
But let's do it. Let's give us the list. We got about 5 minutes left.
He made some money, didn't he? He came out of Georgia, didn't he?
Who?
Yeah. Well,
Herschel Walker.
True, Georgia boy.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let's see. Let me just see something right here. Of course, the internet doesn't want to work right now, so just keep it going real quick.
Well, if I may, I just want to say this: for Nebraska, I believe his name was Tommy Frazier.
Yeah, Tommy Frazier.
Had he not gotten hurt and actually made the NFL, let me tell you something. He would have been one of the biggest grossers on this list.
Yeah.
The dude was basically way before his time. Way before his time.
Yeah. He was that dual threat. He was good. I liked everything about him. He had a good arm, too. He had a powerful arm.
Exactly. He did it all.
Yeah, he did.
All right, fellas. So let's see here. I'm just going to start at number 10, and I'll work my way up to 1.
Yeah, let's work it fast. Come on.
All right, so Florida State comes in at $413,094,362.
Okay.
Most of their money came from quarterback Jameis Winston, number 1 overall pick. Xavier Rhodes, the corner, I think he's from Minnesota. He got $50 million, and let's see what else. Rodney Hudson had a $50 million contract. And a bunch of other guys who had like 30 and 40 million. Coming in at number 9, we have Michigan, $508 million. Of course, that's Tom Brady, Brandon Graham, couple of Charles Woodson, like he said. Number 8, Florida, $555 million. You have people like Joe Hayden that just signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Marquise Pouncey, he was a big-time offensive lineman with the Steelers. So those two helped them get that money up. Ohio State came in number 7, $559 million. Malcolm Jenkins tops the list. He had the biggest contract at $59 million as of what was that? 2 years ago. Ezekiel Elliott. So they got 45 players who have made over $30 million in their NFL career. Number 6 at Oklahoma. They had $566 million.
Didn't think about Oklahoma.
Yeah, I didn't think about it either. Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Sam Bradford, just those 3 alone.
Yeah.
Gerald McCoy, and Adrian Peterson. How do we not think of Oklahoma?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Wow. All right, moving on to number 5. We said Miami. Calais Campbell, he's had the biggest contract, $103 million. And, of course, you have all the other people like we named, Michael Irvin, Jeremy Shockey.
Yep. Saints gave him that contract.
Willis McGahee. Number 4, wow, I wasn't expecting this. LSU, $630 million.
I said top 3.
Taking into account that Burrow hasn't made all his money yet. So once he does, it's probably going to take them to number 1.
Yeah.
But like Mike said and like Sean said, Odell Beckham Jr., Jarvis Landry, Tyrann Mathieu, Andrew Whitworth, Patrick Peterson. We forgot about him.
Yeah.
He signed a huge contract. Number 3, Alabama, $679 million. Now, mind you, these are all NFL contract money. That's it's almost $1 billion. Julio Jones, Kareem Jackson, Andre Smith, Amari Cooper, Dante Hightower, all made over $40 million. Tua, of course, is going to make 100 something.
Yeah.
Number 2, you forgot to mention California. How do we
Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. Deshaun Jackson.
Yep.
Deshaun Jackson's made almost $100 million in his career. Alex Mack, $69 million. Cameron Jordan for your team, the Saints.
Yeah.
$67 million.
Always forget he come from there.
Yep, he came from Cal. Jared Goff has $49 million so far, but he still has that big contract to finish out. And Keenan Allen from the Chargers.
Yeah.
He's made $42 million. And the number 1 team of all time is Georgia Bulldogs.
Wow.
Detroit Lions quarterback Matthew Stafford has earned $211 million.
That's it right there.
And he got another contract for $135 million.
Yeah.
And then AJ Green, like I said. I had no idea Justin Houston came from Georgia. He's made $85 million. He's a defensive end. Geno Atkins has made $84 million. And Thomas Davis, the former linebacker, I think for the Carolina Panthers, made $70 million. So they got like 10 guys almost who made close to $100 million. So,
wow.
Yeah, I can see why they're at the top of the list. So there we go. Right on time. Right on time, too. Usually we go way over our time.
That was good.
So anyway, guys, like I said, this was going to be a nice little fun segment. Not too much stats we're throwing at you, just kind of brainstorming and going back and forth with each other. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys played along with us as we were doing it. I know I had
Thanks,
fun.
Mike. That was fun. Mike, did we say your name? Fun. Yeah, did we say your name today?
Yeah, we mentioned Big Mike.
Wasn't sure. Big Mike.
Can't forget the Big Mike.
Let's clap it up for Big Mike.
Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I hope everybody's safe, too, from that hurricane that swept through the South and up through the East Coast. So hope everybody's safe. And like I said, this is Sports Fans Only. I'm your host, KJ. That's Sean Mike. Our special guest is Big Mike. And we'll be right back.